Hello and welcome to today's session of Design Studio and our export features. Today we will focus on the PDF export and what you gain in addition to what SAP provides with the standard functionality in 1.5. So what you can see here again is simple demo application that I created. I also dragged in our export component, and we will right away create a simple PDF export. So we did not create any configuration so far. So what we get return is what you see is what you get result of the application. What you see is when we really zoom in a lot that it's all vectorized. So this is one of the features that are let's say more nicer than what you get in the standard, where the output is quite pixeled. So of course there are several things that we could enhance here. For example, we have this filter button, which is not so nice on the printout, and of course we would like to create some header and footers. The exclusion of the button works quite easy. You just determine the technical name of the component that you want to eliminate. Then you go to the PDF content and visible components, and you tell the system to exclude button 1. This is again one feature that you cannot use with a standard export. Then you can also see the header and footer parameters. We call them header HTML and footer HTML because you can use HTML to really do a nice formatting here. You can even use CSS classes and styles, and you can reuse all the classes that you already created for your Design Studio dashboard. I will make a really simple example just to show you the concept. So what I can do here is I can put in some text, and I want to have it bold. I can also use some placeholders. For example, I want to have the title here, and I can use another placeholder for the export date. Same for the footer. I want to have page numbers here, page of pages. Now let's see how this looks like. So you can see two things now. First of all, the button is gone, and second, you have the header where the placeholders, for example the title and execution date, are replaced. In that case it's German. That's just because I'm logged in as a German user. And you have down here page 1 of 1 pages. So as I said, you can use any HTML here, so you could use an HTML table to have some left aligned text, some center text, some right aligned text, and you can also define flexibly if you want to have a logo in, and you can position it wherever you want. So this is again one really nice feature that you don't get with the standard export. There you are quite limited. where to put the logo. It always comes up on the left side, and users always have to define their headers and footers themselves when they do the export. And here you can really define everything, and the user only has to click the export. Of course, you could also define all these properties dynamically via SAP scripts. So all of these properties can be set also via an SAP script. And so you could imagine, for example, to have a pop-up where users can set a header, a footer, where they can also set the page orientation and the page size as you know it from the SAP standard export. Another really nice feature is that you can use any component that you have on the screen also in the header. Let me just make a really small example. So I would put in some text here. Well, let's say this would be our title, my first demo dashboard. So it's a title that I of course want to see on the screen, but I would also like to put it in the header of my PDF document. So in the case I export multiple pages, I would always have to want to have my first demo dashboard written in the header. So I replace now this first part by the technical name of the component that I just added. So now you can see my first demo dashboard displayed. And when we go to the PDF document, we can see that the text now is displayed in the header. Basically, you can use this for any component though. So what you can do is you can create a filter panel with the filter information and configure it just the way you want to have it, and then add it via a placeholder to the header, and then you have your filter in the header. Just to show you that you can just do everything here, we could even enter the chart here, give it a bit more of space at the top. And now you can see that actually the chart is rendered in the header of the document. Now what you can also see that sometimes the what you see is what you get. Export in the PDF is not the best choice. As you can see here, we have a table in, and actually the table had a scroll bar on the dashboard, and actually in the what you see is what you get mode, we always keep the scroll bars not to disturb any layout that you wanted to have. So actually we think the scroll bars are there for a reason, and normally I would say in a dashboard you should avoid any scroll bars anyhow. But let's think of a more reporting dashboard, so nothing that's just a dashboard but shows you some information in tables. Then of course it might happen that you have these scroll bars. How can you then export the whole table? We say For this you should use a template, because now you are changing the layout to have a really nice export feature. And yeah, you should or with this template you can do what you want. You can rearrange items, you can add additional items, and therewith get a really nice layout for printing. So again, we call it HTML template because you can use any HTML here. Let me just show to you. I will again write some text, change the layout for my export. Then I actually want to have a line break, and afterwards I want to display my table cross tab _1. Now we could also have something like an HTML table with two charts displayed next to each other, and below then full page with the table. So you can do again whatever you want here, but this is just to show you when we export to PDF we should get multiple pages. Okay, multiple pages, and you can see that automatically the header is repeated